But did you see that your own songwriting suffered from it? Did you think, well, maybe I have to write a certain way to get, well, to
No,
please?
it was becoming like that. I mean, the last record we made for Eagle Rock, we'd never had. When we did a record called One Cure Fits All, it wasn't when the record was being recorded, it was afterwards, you know, and the record sold all right, not in huge amounts, but it sold better than the one before that, which is sold better than
How much, can you say?
Probably about 50, 60,000 copies, you know what I mean? And the worst selling record we ever had was Shameless in 2001, and a record since then have all sold more. But there's also people start examining, you know, what's went wrong. But I think what we did was we realised, it made us realise that we've kind of fallen into this cycle of we'll get a new record deal and we'll put a record out every 1 or 2 years and we'll tour it. And that's why with this record we thought we need to take a year off and rethink what we want to do and come back to it with a fresh approach and come back to it really excited. Because don't get me wrong, we've loved everything that we've done, but I think when we finished the last record we were in danger of just being on a bit of a treadmill, you know, and we didn't want that to happen. So we had a meeting and we said, look, we'll tell you what, you know, we've just signed a new deal with Demolition and it's worldwide, so it's important. You know, we want to make people in America going to hear this record, people in Australia as well as Europe. So we can do two things. We can rush into the studio now and quickly try and make an album, or we can kind of take a little bit of time off and just write the album that we want to make, and then I can go and talk to people like yourself or people all over the world and feel quite proud of the record and not be constantly having to think, are there any hits on it? You know, because we can justify it now.
And the One Cure Fits All album, can you say that now? Well, do you like the songs? Do you like the album? Or
I like the songs, to be honest. I think the songs are great. I think the sound of the album suffered from the mixing, and it was not really anyone's fault. It was a classic example of it was recorded one way with a certain sound, and we had sort of slightly unusual guitar sounds and very, very nice ambient drum sounds. But with the time it came to getting mixed, the guy from the record company was down panicking, and again it was a Troublegum thing, so he turned it into like a more traditional sounding rock sound. And we've been sent different mixes, and we did it, but at that point in time we didn't really know. I think also some of the performances could have been better. As I say, I think the songs are great, but with hindsight, I just think there could have been a bit more energy in the sound of the record itself. But I mean, there's a lot of that record I really like. I think Our White Noise is fantastic and stuff like that.
okay, and this for this album, well, you were saying also because you took a year off. Can you say and you wrote more as a band? We
did completely. But we also had we approached the thing a bit like what is it called? Who was it? Vinterberg's thing. What are they called? Thomas Vinter, Festen. Lars von Trier.
Yeah, Lars von Trier. Yeah.
What's his?
Festen is
Yeah, but what's he call his company? They have a set of rules, Dogma, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we basically said, right, with this album, we're going to come in. We're going to take 3 months to write it. We're going to spend 2-3 days a week in a rehearsal room. And normally one of us would write stuff in advance. So someone would come in with a riff, or I'd come in with an acoustic guitar and a song. We said what we're going to do is we're going to come in every day with nothing, absolutely nothing, just for instance, and we're going to start from that day. I'm going to say, right, we'll write a song today. So all the songs were written from scratch, literally.